My name is Marsil Andjelov Al-Mahamid and I'm coming from Serbia, a city called Kikinda, and that city is a friendship city with Narvik. I'm an artist, but I'm also engineer and manager and entrepreneur from Serbia and from University of Tromsø. I work with people with embroideries and videos mostly. At the academy in Tromsø, I started to work with terracotta and clay and wood, and after a while I tried embroidery and textile, and this was a love from the first spot. And I'm still working with embroideries and video also. I have studio at Kisten, Fylkes Kulturhus. It is in the center of Tromsø. And I use it as a social part, or social place where I invite people to have embroidery workshops where we sit together and embroider. I'm very inspired by Joseph Beuys and his frame or theory about social sculpture, that everyone can be an artist and work with art, and that art can change society. So I'm having these workshops where I include people that are not artists to embroider with me. So we sit usually around this table and talk and embroider different stuff that is connected with the team home. I'm interested in World War II in Norway, especially in this camp, concentration camp that was placed in Basfjord, close to Narvik, because there were 44 people in Basfjord from my city, sent by Nazis to build infrastructure in north, and only 7 people survived from my city and came back to my city. So I try to work with this through my embroideries, and also I try to work with youth. I did before a lot youth exchange camps with Narvik Center. I organized them with Narvik Center, and came youth from Norway and Serbia and France and Poland, and so we came together and then worked with peace building, democracy and war. These two works, green, they are from the series Basfjord. So it is about the tragedy of people that were killed in Basfjord, and the one that survived also Basfjord. So I was invited to exhibit in Risør. There was a big exhibition that was including artists from Norway, Sweden and Denmark, and I was one of invited artists. So I had 2 works that were exhibited in Risør, and they are traveling next year to Denmark and then to Sweden. When I came to Norway first time, I heard about Mama Karasjok. That was a Sami woman that helped a lot Yugoslavian prisoners in Karasjok camp during World War II. So she was known in Serbia as a good person, and she was invited after the war by Yugoslavian President Tito to come to receive some honor and just to say thank you for all the work she did. So I was inspired by this story, and I made embroidery Mama Karasjok with her as main motive. And also this summer I opened the group exhibition in Poland with different artists, and one of the artists there was my teacher of embroidery, Brita Maraklaba. She was also, I saw on the list, she was also participating in this this exhibition. Brita Mara Klaba had a workshop at the academy when I was a student. It was just a week workshop, and this was my first contact with textile and embroideries, and I really liked the technique and material, so I fell in love. So, and I continued after that workshop to work on my own with embroideries and textiles. When I burn with this pyrograph, I use all the threads that I melt on the fabric piece, and I use different temperatures to melt the threads. I found a photo of Hiroshima that was burned out after the bombing, and this photo is a starting point for this embroidery that I make now. During my studies in Tromsø, art studies, I went to practice in Japan, and then we went to different cities, and one of them were Hiroshima. That is also, for me, was very interested because it was the first cities that Hiroshima and Nagasaki that atom bombs were dropped in the Second World War. After I came from Japan, I kind of started to work with this series called Mutation, and it is also connected to my home country Yugoslavia, where NATO bombed in '99 Yugoslavia with depleted uranium bombs, and they use particles from nuclear power plants, as I understood, to put on the usual bombs and then drop them all over the country. So Serbia is one of the worst countries at the moment with cancer and different disease, and they say, people in Serbia, that is connected with this depleted bombing that was in '99. So my interest in this theme came from this bombing of Yugoslavia, and also first bombing, atom bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Well, I'm continuing with workshops again. So once a month I have a workshop where I include different people. This is the social part, but I'm still doing myself embroideries, and I'm having 2 pieces now that I'm making. So I will still continuing working with this base for team and mutation team, and maybe something else comes on my mind after that, but yeah.